For more on this, Adam Hancock joins us now live from Singapore. Adam, President Macron went into this meeting hoping that he could persuade President Xi Jinping to use his influence over Russia to make change happen in the war in Ukraine. They have met. Are we hearing anything out of that meeting?
We're not hearing anything specifically yet on the subject of the war in Ukraine and whether or not President Macron might be able to at all turn the needle on President Xi's approach to the conflict so far. Just the latest line just before coming on air, President Xi was heard saying China and France have the ability and responsibility to transcend differences and restraints as the world undergoes profound historical changes. So we understand that the war in Ukraine is going to be the main topic, really, of this meeting between President Xi and President Macron. And really, if President Macron is going to have any influence in changing President Xi's mind on the war and trying to get him to do more to find a way of getting peace, most notably by going to Russia and trying to get them to engage with Ukraine and find a way to a peaceful resolution, he's really going to have to turn on the diplomatic charm, because so far China have showed little sign of changing their stance when it comes to the war in Ukraine. They are yet to condemn Russia's invasion. We also understand that President Macron will be pushing for some economic deals with China. He's brought along with him a 50-strong delegation of business leaders from France. So we'll be keeping an eye out for any potential trade deals that will be announced in the coming hours.
Right, and President Macron is being accompanied by EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. How important is it for Europe to show a unified front to China?
I think it's very, very important, hence why President Macron has invited the EU Commission President along with him to China. You might remember towards the end of last year, the German Chancellor made a visit to Beijing. He was the first European leader to visit China since the start of the pandemic. And there was some criticism of the fact that he went alone, because there were concerns that it wasn't showing Europe as a very united front at a particularly difficult time considering the war in Ukraine. So I think President Macron was keen to put forward a unified Europe on this visit. Also, obviously, it's a very difficult moment right now in Europe with the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. All of Europe are concerned about the possibility that China may decide to provide weapons to Russia. There were those reports earlier this year, and we understand that President Macron will be pushing President Xi to ensure that he does not provide weapons to Moscow. And as well, China remains a hugely important economic partner for Europe. So it's important for both leaders to be there for this visit.
All right, Adam Hancock live for us there in Singapore. Thank you for that update, Adam.